Good morning, everybody. Back in Tennessee and all around this YouTube world. I just want to get on here and talk a little bit about the East versus the West, or Southeast Asia versus the West. For you Westerners that are coming out here, whether it be Canada or, you know, um, even the European states, if America especially, if you're coming out here, don't come out here with that Western attitude. You know, come out here with a new attitude. Know that you want to be here. The people here are great. The climate is freaking awesome. I mean, I'm sitting here, 8:30 in the morning with my shirt off because it's already, I don't know, it's hot, but it's lovely. No cold weather, you know. So I absolutely love it here. The people are wonderful. I've settled in pretty good in this little town that I've been in since pretty much since I got here. I mean, I was up in Lake Cebu for 2 weeks, and don't get me wrong, I love Lake Cebu, but it's just so far away from everything. Like, when I say everything, I mean everything. There's nothing up in Lake Cebu but beautiful mountains and uh, some churches and great people up there too. Like, everybody that I met up there was just freaking awesome too. But um, I just want to talk to you a little bit about uh, even dating out here. I mean, it's not even the same. There's no comparisons really. Um, which I finally got a good girl. She's might as well be a professional chef. This girl can make anything, and I mean anything. Um, but she's been really good, really supportive, uh, very loving, caring, And the last one I dated was a complete narcissist. And right now she's on her social media smear campaign, trying to say that I cheated and I did this and it was me. But in reality, she got caught on a dating app laying in my bed, and then less than just a few days later, maybe I don't think it was even a week, she video chatted a guy in the room after she did wake up, because after she got caught on the dating app, I told my friend Ryan, which he's a national policeman here in the Philippines. I told him about it, and he was like, "Oh man, you don't need to be with her. Like, let me find you somebody that's good. Let me find you somebody that's good to you." And he probably did actually, but she was a single mom. That could go down a rabbit hole. Like, you just don't know if what what you're getting into with that. So I just love it here, man. These people are so friendly, you know. But yeah, I broke up. I guess it's been probably a month now. Now it's been over a month. I guess it's going on 2 months. Uh, so I got rid of her after she video chatted some stranger, and then looked me right dead in my eyes and was like, "How does that make you feel?" I was like, "I'll tell you how it makes me feel. You're getting the hell out of my apartment." That's exactly how it makes me feel. And she's been up there with her family up in Lake Cebu ever since. But you just got to be real careful out here. Guys, don't be giving these girls your card, your all that stuff, because uh, those that they haven't really dealt with money, especially you know uh, a lot, they tend to take advantage of it. So it's better, trust me, it's a lot better to, if you need something from the grocery store, get your butt up and go. You know what I mean? Unless you're just too old and feeble and you can't go, and then you don't even need to be out here. uh, Even though my leg's healing, but I'm still, uh, by the grace of God, I'm still able to walk. So These tricycles are burning the road up today, boy. I mean, them guys, they're out early. They're daybreak. They're out riding, looking for people, and then they'll, I'll see some of them pull over on the side of the road, and they'll crawl up on their tricycles and go to sleep, get them a nap, and then they're right back at it again. Like, these are some hardworking people, man. Hardworking people. I got a great little sorry store right over there across the street, and they just added on a big section to the front of their store. I mean, they got everything. There's only been a few things that they haven't had that I've needed, um, and and then usually if I ask for it like one time, like if I go back and ask for it again, they've got it. So it's awesome, man. You don't have to go to the malls, and you'll spend more money. Like tomorrow we're going to the public market, hopefully to get some meat, to do for the week. So yeah, here comes another. They put these loud pipes, man, on these, even on these tricycles, man. They like them. They love them loud pipes. I'd be wanting, good brakes and a loud horn, especially around here. But heck, it's awesome, man. If you're thinking about coming, man, like do your research, but just be careful, man. Don't bring that freaking Western, you know, coming out here. I've heard some guys like yelling and stuff at the waiters or waitresses, and um, just acting like they're still in the West. Really like little spoiled brats. And really, what it boils down to is, if you think you're going to bring, uh, your Western ways out here, just stay there. There's no sense in coming out here and thinking you're going to talk to these people, because it's different. They're on island time, what I call island time. So it's neighbors over there yelling. I don't know what they're saying, but yeah, I've learned a few words out here, enough to kind of get me by. Uh, and the longer I stay, I'm sure I'll learn a lot more. But y'all just you do. I watched vlogs for 4 years, and I still wasn't prepared for any of this. And I came on a whim. I was barely even walking when I got here. Still had 6 broke ribs. Still having problems out of my ribs, my legs. Then ended up with this necrotizing fasciitis, and it jumped over and affected this other leg, and ended up having, I think he said 70 something percent, 70% of it removed. Then I had to do a skin graft and all that. So I stayed like 2 months from somewhere in January all the way till middle of March. I was in the hospital here in the Philippines. Had a great surgeon, Doc Abano. Shout out to you, buddy, uh, for saving my leg. Like really, that and the good Lord above, ain't no doubt about it, played a big part in all this. So, I've got to go back to Tennessee, this workman's comp where I got blew up at work. They're trying to, just screw me is really what it boils down to. They're just, and I mean, that's their job. They don't want to pay nothing for nothing. So I'm sure they got hit with a pretty good trauma bill whenever I was at Vanderbilt Trauma for 6 days. And then I was at a rehabilitation center for about 20 something days. So 21 days, maybe. I don't know. I really went home way too early. But I guess, uh, it is what it is. Just takes a long time, you know. Hell, I never even knew what PTSD was until after I got blowed up, and then I learned firsthand exactly what it is, and it ain't no fun. It'll change you, like it changes you, uh, so much that I don't even like drive. I mean, I don't even want to drive out here because my road rage is so bad. Uh, and I've tried, my pastor back at home's like, oh, just tell them that, raise your hand, listen to this. That is a tricycle with a freaking jamming system. Oh my gosh, man, it's so crazy out here. I love it, man. I absolutely love these people. It's I don't want to live nowhere else. I'll be honest with you. I don't want to live nowhere else on this planet. You know, even back home, man, they're spraying their skies. They call it solar engine or geoengineering, solar radiation management. It all hides behind. It's but what they're doing. There's more floods. New Mexico, uh, Texas. North Carolina, it about knocked out, that in East Tennessee. Like it really and it's because of these people, it's man made crap they're spraying in the skies, and then they blaming it on climate change. You know, it's the biggest lie. I mean, and our government is perfect at that. I mean, they lie every single day to every single body that they come in contact with, and that's a shame. You know what I'm saying? That they're, to me, that you know if that's all they can do, they're weak. I mean, they're really showing. Yeah, we got technology that, I'd say Russia's probably got it, and I'd say now China's got it. I mean, I'd say the big dogs has it, but America thinks that we're going to police the world. Oh, we're so great because we bombed this, or we've got the bombs. Well, I'm telling you, one day God's going to come, and the wrath will be upon that nation. There's no doubt, no ifs, ands, buts about it. The sins, the atrocities that's been committed there is just ridiculous, man. I mean, the CIA is a big freaking fat joke. FBI is probably one of the most corrupt governmental agencies in America. You know, uh, and it's just gotten worse. It's gotten so much worse. And that's why I left. Like, really, that's they are the reason why I ended up leaving, uh, because I wanted to go somewhere that isn't participating. Like, I've got the sun beating down on me right here. It feels great, but I wanted to go somewhere where they're not practicing solar management or whatever that Green New Deal. It's all about money, and it's all about control. They said even back in the like 50s, whoever controls the weather controls the world. And they're trying to live by that motto right now. But if thank God, Marjorie Taylor Greene, shout out to you, girl, uh, Congresswoman out of Georgia. Yeah, and she's awesome, man. She just wrote a bill about clear skies, clean skies, or something. And there's been like 18 states already having to pass their own legislation, but this will be a federal bill, so it'll go for all of America when it should. I mean, they're putting aluminum, barium, oxide, all this crap in the air, and then if it's coming in the air, it's just coming down. We're breathing it over there. I'm telling you, when I got over here, I coughed up. I don't even know what it was, but I coughed this crap up for like 2 months, and was just, I didn't know what it was, and blowing my nose. It was like all that mucus, all that stuff that I've been breathing over. That's why I really dread going back, man. I hope that they're not doing that on the scale that they was doing, because if they are, I'm not staying long. Like, I don't plan on staying long anyway. I really want to get in, handle my business, and get out. You know, met somebody over here. She treats me, really good, and man, it's just so different that you're not arguing, all the time, man, and it's just nice, man. It's so nice, really. It's a blessing. That's what it is. It's a blessing. Another tricycle. Yeah, they're good though. I mean, some of them, and the cool part about these I've learned is if they don't want to take you somewhere, they'll just tell you no. And most time it's usually when it's raining, so it's kind of like when you need them to take you somewhere, and they'll be like no, you know. And I don't know. Uh, Girlfriend seems to think it's because no English or very little English or something, but I just think, they don't want to take me, so oh, got the hiccups. I found these nicotine pouches out here, and it's not like the ones I used back in America, but sometimes I put one in and it gives me the hiccups. So I ate tofu for the first time this morning in my whole life. She had me fry up some tofu, and she took that for, I guess, breakfast or lunch or whatever. And then I ate some. It ain't too bad. I mean, could use some salt, which I love salt. I mean, but it really wasn't too bad. I don't even know what tofu is. Really, I heard a lot about it. I know it's full of protein, but uh, you know, it's all right. Then I ate some homemade chicharrones, like cut straight from a hog, deep fried. Man, it was freaking delicious. That's what I love about here. I went up the road here yesterday and got a kilo of pork belly, which is basically bacon. You know, I got a kilo of it, um, and I guess they don't get a hog in on Sunday, so they must kill a hog. They usually got a brand new hog sitting out there. They kill, I think, one a day. So they must just do it 6 days a week, and whatever they have left, they'll sell on Sundays. So I went up there and got some. Luckily, they had some of that left. I wanted some tenderloin for dinner last night, but he said they'd get a new hog in today, and they slaughter it right there and cut it up. Man, it's so fresh. They have little fans going to keep the flies off of it. You know, uh, and he actually said that they'd be open at 6 a.m. this morning, but I don't know what time they'll bring the pig. So I got a few things. I need to run to the mall today. Bad as I hate to go because I spend money there, but there's a few things I got to pick up there, and then tomorrow I'm gonna go get the majority of the meat and the fish and stuff at the public market because it's a lot fresher, it's a lot cheaper. In KCC. I mean, I love KCC Mall, but um, it's awesome, man. It's a great little town. It really is. I can't wait to get me another motorcycle or a scooter or something, just something that I don't have to rely on these tricycles because if you're over 5 foot, I'd say 5'5", you're gonna be uncomfortable in them, and for sure 5'10" and above, like myself, you're definitely your knees are gonna be up in your chin on most of them, but they can put 5 or 6 Filipinas in there and they fit just fine, you know. One turning around right there, looking for people to pick up, man. It's awesome. But yeah, I just want to get on here, tell everybody back home I love you. Hope everybody's doing well. I'm hoping to be back. My leg's healing a lot faster now since I've been elevating it, because it was swelling up pretty bad on me, and I didn't know why. I called my doctor, and he said elevate it, and so he said at least a couple hours a day, and I have been, and it's made a big difference. So hopefully um, it'll be closed up within a month. I can go back, get this business handled, and then I'll be coming right back here. As far as I know right now. I mean, um, I've got in touch with an attorney. He's supposed to be taking my workman's comp case, and that'll take a big load off of me, because if not, they want you to fight it by yourself with the help of these ombudsmen. Because they pretty much made it so difficult that you pretty much need to hire an attorney. Like, and if you can't get one, then you can about bet you're gonna get screwed. And if I can't get an attorney, then I'm not even going back. I ain't going back to that mess over there. It is a mess. Groceries are skyrocket. Everything is so much higher over there. And here you don't even need. I mean, even if you don't have a ride, it don't matter. These tricycles, there's a million of them. So I mean, eventually you may have to walk a little ways, but eventually somebody will stop. They want your money. That's how they make their. That's how they earn their living. So, but if y'all coming out here, like I said, do your research. You know, uh, and just don't bring that Western uh, attitude, all that crap. Because I know it's stressful back home, and but it's a lot different. It's really laid back out here. So if you want to be laid back with the program, and you want to be around some great people, then come. I would highly suggest coming. If you're tired of dating them Western girls, that that are just freaking, uh, either out for your money or out for. And don't get me wrong, there's some out here that's like that, but you'll find a good one. You just don't settle. If you got any kind of if you got any kind of gut feeling about one, just let them go. Like that's what you got to do. Just got to let them go. But anyway, I hope y'all can hear this over the tricycles. I know I ain't really been talking loud because my neighbor's right next door. I don't know if she's in there asleep or what, uh, but I just want to get on here and let y'all know I'm doing good, legs healing, and hopefully I'll be back soon. So y'all take care, okay? Till next time.